And for the third time, I think we're back. Give it a second to percolate through. Again, no idea why everything decided to go on the fritz completely today, but hopefully we didn't miss too much in the middle there. These are going to be a very interesting experience to chop up. All right, I also should play that funky music again, put that bad boy back on, and hopefully this will settle out for a bit. We don't even plan on playing too much longer, all things considered, so just long enough would be lovely. My dearest OBS. You know, this is very quickly becoming a stone vault that falls under the purview of do not hang out here. Ooh, as we hit all the caps already. Holy moly, just rocketing our way through. Not bad. Not too bad whatsoever, I should say. Also just do some quick maths in my head. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okie dokie. Apologies for that random tangent. My thought just had to think about how many days we're in a week or something. Anywho, what do we wish to train here? And then right after we make this decision, the next question of the hour becomes, what do we want to do here? Because I think we're starting to get a little bit overwhelmed by our new selection of friends. I guess for now, let's just turn fighting back on. Let's blow up at least a good selection of these sons of guns. And that teleport won't take too long to come into being here. Beautiful. Hey Star, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic start to your week here. You just showed up. I'm also hoping that you missed the majority of the technical difficulties. We'll see. If the stream suddenly crashes, don't be alarmed. It's just the flavor of the day, apparently. Okie dokie. Oh, geez. Again, maybe it is just the stream trying to tell me a little something, trying to keep me a bit on the healthier side. But hey, again, I was very much looking forward to the stream yesterday and wasn't able to make it, so I'm more than happy to try and fit one in, even if my vocal folds aren't quite as impressed by the decision. Not too shabby as we dive right back into the thick of it. Don't know where the majority of our friends that were hanging around the center of the middle vault there went. I'm sure they will come to surprise us in the worst possible moment, as is often the case, but for the moment, I will choose to just not worry about it. It's that easy. Problems will go away lickety-split if you just pretend they don't exist. Ooh. Unexplored stairwell up. Ooh, into a little staff cache. I like that, very cute, but unfortunately nothing really for us there, so we'll just keep on keeping on. Do you like the little nod to shoals here on Depths 2? Very cute little layout as well. And here we go, finally some enemies that we can bring back the good old days of Toxic Radiance. Love to see it. And not too shabby. Guess we're once again getting into special walls, which again are kind of bread and butter, is to not enter strangely walled enclosures, if at all possible at the very least. Oh, and you know, I totally forgot to look at where the heck I wanted to start training next. That was kind of the whole point of the temporary fighting dump. But let's take a look now, shall we? So what does the future have in store for us here? We've gotten a decent number of new spells. Nothing too pivotal for our overall plans. I guess we could go back into this translocations game. I mean, we do have Dispersal, which honestly, in its own right, is not too bad whatsoever. You know, just make sure that we have a bit of breathing room, a bit of space. In fact, at 2% failure rate, I feel like I should just learn that almost immediately. What does this... I never remember what this junction does. Destabilizes the space in a sphere around the caster for a while. Okay, so it's essentially the same spell, but it's like a status effect instead of just one time. Huh. Well, definitely wouldn't mind having a little bit of extra utility available. I guess the other option there is to lean hard into necromancy. Let's try and keep in theme for now. Translocations fits nicely, very cohesively with Blaster Caster Conjurer of Cheap Tricks. Sorry, can't resist the ending of that sentence. So, with that in mind, let's, I guess, first and foremost, take care of these new friends. And then, shortly after they're in, we'll take a step back here, learn Dispersal right away, and then potentially, let's just get Translocations back in the mix here, shall we? I mean, a level 8 spell, I guess we're probably going to have to train that to, like, 20 to 24. But we'll play it a little bit by ear and just see how things continue. Nice quarterstaff. I agree, yeah. I think we got it very early on, too. Let's double check that. Found it on level 2 of Lair. Yeah, it was a nice, very nice early find. I mean, I am probably looking to swap it off, which actually brings me to another skill that we probably will want to train at some point, namely shields, because we did find a couple of very nice shields earlier on in the run. Oh, double Juggernaut. Thanks, Rakshasa. Appreciate that, my friend. Very nice of you. Yeah, do you know what? Let's bring out the beasts here real quick. Really Poisoneer my mature Fire Shock beast. You know, I'm tempted to, but fair enough. We'll leave you to it and save you the little bit of toxicity in your life. And there we go. Not the end of the world after all. Ooh, and our first gold dragon. Why, hello there, my friend. On depths 3 of all places. Well, how about that? But nothing we can't handle here. Again, do not do as we are here. If you find yourself in depths and one of these little stony castles, just walk the other direction. Would be my advisable discourse here, but I guess it seems to be working at least all right so far. So can't complain too much at the end of the day. Walk back until we can at least bring our Spellforge Servitor back in, and they will handle our lovely Frosty pal without too much of an issue whatsoever. I mean, there better be something incredible in here. Staff of Cold, I mean, in +3, I guess, oops, kind of replaces our current staff. Apologies for the bonk. Walking Frostbound Tome, what do you summon? I cannot recall off the top of my head. Is it like, I want to say that it's the same as the Frost Hearts? No, Ice Blast. Ah, that's rough. That's much worse than I was insinuating. Well, in that case, let's just blast through your spells. Try to take them out as we go. Not too bad. And that should just about do it. Hopefully that's the worst that this little special area has to bear, I guess, besides the continued onslaught of just endless golden dragons. Again, the one time you're playing Gozag and you're playing on a character that doesn't have much interest for gold dragon scales is when we're going to get every given opportunity in the world. Hello, Zatwa, my lovely dragon friend. You shouldn't be too unmanageable, especially, with our powers combined. A couple of iron shots directly to the lungs, never too much of an issue for anyone. Or for taking care of anyone, I should say, because it was definitely an issue for our good draconic friend there. My apologies for that. Such is life sometimes. But okie dokie, let's see what else we got for us. Another pair of artifact boots that is not useful. Oh my gosh, I'm also on a rampage of mic bonks. Also, hey Ripo, I didn't properly say hi. Hope you're doing alright, my friend. Hope that the mic bonks didn't scare you away, or just the horrifying quality of my voice on this otherwise lovely evening. I'm at least on the very tail end of being sick. I'm not sick very often, and when I do get sick, I mean lately, I've gone through this really weird routine. Specifically with colds, I've gone a couple of colds, kind of post-COVID era, as it's otherwise known. And both times, or I think maybe 3 max, I, for whatever reason, have done this really consistent transition through the phases. So I don't know if it's always in the same order, but for example, this last weekend, on Friday, I had a really bad kind of classic sore throat, scratchy back of the throat feeling. I was just constantly swallowing and trying to have a drink on hand at all times. And then the next day, it completely transitioned. The scratchy throat, gone, completely forgotten. And now it was instead a bit more lumpy with, that congested feeling across the board. Then yesterday was my cough phase, cough with congestion. Now, not as distinct of a phase as it were, just because I think that I'm just pretty much on the up and up, fortunately. But I don't know why my body has fully transitioned into this very, again, consistent sickness flow, I guess, for lack of a better word. Holy moly. OTR, wonderful for all our spring and friends. I'm actually shocked that the Enchantress is not poison resistant, or resistant, I should say. Didn't notice the mic box. I can't tell the voice difference. Hope I feel better. Well, I'm glad. That at least gives me some assurance that I'm not completely ruining the audio experience for everyone involved. But, no, thank you for the well wishes as well. I'm hoping that tomorrow I am pretty much all cleared up. I mean, even the fact that it lasted over the weekend is a bit of a stretch for me. Usually, I'm very fortunate to generally have especially short sickness phases. Oh, I have 6 magic mapping, so even though we're nearby to our caravan, still read those bad boys. And on the rare opportunity that I actually remember to clear my inventory before diving into this thing, let's do just that, shall we? We'll make some space, a nice amount of space, because you never know what you will find. Let's take a look. I mean, Ichor stay in scale mail. It's cheap enough for us to check it out. I mean, it's useless, and I regret my decision, but you never know. It's worth the shot in the dark, at least, to see what happens. And Potion of Ambrosia is what that turns out to be. Lovely. I have 14 enchant armor. I probably don't need any more of those bad boys. 20 teleport. Very much in a similar camp. I think we're actually good. I mean, I will buy haste, but otherwise this seems to be a fairly uneventful caravan, unfortunately. But hey, not the end of the world here. Let's just pick everything back up. See invisible. Do I have this on any other piece of equipment? I don't believe I do. Oh wait, I do. What? How the heck am I seeing invisible? No. Oh, there we go. Skin of Zor. Right there. Right in front of our eyes. Then we definitely don't need that ring for the moment here. And we'll just leave that son of a gun to ruminate. And not too shabby here whatsoever. And fortunately, Draconians are where we start to see OTR come back into its full glory here, at least generally, though this is looking to be a little bit nastier than originally expected, but hopefully, between me and my Spellforged friend, can take these sons of guns for a little bit of a ride, take them for all they're worth, and in fact, we'll just step out of there briefly, recover up, make sure we're playing it a little bit on the safe side here. And otherwise, not too bad. Green Draconians. Of course, resistant to my charms, but that's not the end of the world whatsoever. And by our powers combined, we'll finish off the rest of these sons of guns. Okie dokie. Well, definitely a nice, smooth transition through the mid-game here today. Which is never guaranteed, especially when I'm behind the wheel, but do love to see it. Very, very grateful to have a little bit of an easy mode on our mind, seeing as how I'm definitely not firing on all cylinders at the moment. So that is a nice, you know, albeit small, weight off my back. It's not like it's the end of the world. Me playing bad is very quickly just become the norm for me, so I no longer feel shame whatsoever, which is just wonderful. You know, there was a time when we tried our best, and we still try our best. It's just that our best is oftentimes not even close. But okay. Against a few Shrike buddies here. Definitely want my Spellforged Servitor. I feel like that much is abundantly clear, and then I need to be a little bit cautious as to my overall mana usage. They are poison immune, resistant, at least resistant, right? Oh, they're not. Huh, shocker. You feel me? Your win rate in 2023 is about half of 2022. Oh geez, yeah. Do you think it's just that the changes in the game aren't super compatible with your playstyle, or do you think you have drastically changed the way that you play the game? Been trying to relax more while playing Crawl and enjoy the experience of it rather than focusing too much on the outcome? You're not great at that? Fair enough, fair enough. I definitely lean a bit more towards that side myself. I'm very relaxed when I'm playing, and I mean, I think more so on camera, weirdly enough. Like, I thought, getting into this, that I'd be way more results driven, just because I have an audience. You know, I want to not look too stupid on film, but I think I very much fell out of that train of thought, and instead decided to just enjoy myself and have a good time, which is not hard to do at the end of the day. I'm pretty much always trying to have a good time in my personal life, and so it's a small leap to then just bring that onto the main stage here. Okay, my Spellforged friend, if you could just clear up the rest of these bad boys, leave the goons to you. You know what? You're doing your best out there, and I respect it, but you could do just a little bit better. Sorry, very, very rude of me. You're doing wonderful. I respect you and everything you bring to the team. Oh, did I not actually get that blink scroll? Well, that just will not do, of course. Yeah, you like how chill the stream is? Thanks, I appreciate it. Again, it's not too hard to do on my end when I am just very much enjoying the general vibes. I mean, especially yesterday, I put my foot down and decided I wasn't going to stream, even though I normally do. But today, even, I wasn't super up to it. I was humming and hawing. I feel like I got out of the habit. It's weird how just missing a behavioral habit by one day immediately like throws your body out of it, and you're no longer able to quite as naturally fall into the same rhythms. But I'm very glad that I decided to get on, because I have very much enjoyed this run. Again, it feels like DCSS knew I needed a little bit of a mental break today and just gave me the alley-oop of the century here. So I just trundle my way through Shard's run without a care in the world somehow. But no, it's always such a wonderful time getting on as well. The Spellforge servitor brings like plus 100 magic points to the team. No kidding, right? Especially when they're casting out like Lahudib's Crystal Spears. Mana efficiency just off the freaking charts. Ooh boy. I guess I should be taking constant sips of my drink. Today of all days, but hey, old habits die hard. I am not one for healthy habits. That much I can say for certain. Okay, this was just a little offshoot. No, wait a second. Oh no, yeah, this back and forth, just roller coaster of emotions there. As I was like, this isn't attached, this is attached. No, it's not. It definitely looks to not be attached. Is the final verdict there. Fantastic. And there we go. Okay, that's all of depths cleared out. Holy moly. So, what do we wish to do? I don't think we'll be finishing this run fully today unless something drastically changes. I mean, I guess we are worshipping Gozag, so Zot will be a lot faster than we normally come to expect. You know, and before I rush myself into an early grave and all that, but you know, you're saying there's a chance. Let's go to the slime pits. Just need to get third rune and then bribe our way through Orb of Zot. We have just about my personal prerequisite of 12,000 gold, because that is usually enough money to bribe your way through the entirety of the finale, though of course it all is partially dependent on how things shake out there as well. Oh, as I fail to cast. What is the failure on that? Yeah, it is 1%. Beautiful, love to see it. And we can just whack our way through the rest of these sons of guns. I mean, I don't think we'll have too much of an issue continuing down the same stairwell. Yeah, no, we didn't leave too much left to fates here. So we'll just take care of these sons of guns. Did they change the way these acid walls work? I didn't think they gave you that like immediate feedback of -8 corrosion, but huh. Maybe I'm the one who's changed, by which I mainly mean lost my mind here. And you know what, we'll just blast these sons of guns once again the old-fashioned way, and play it as safe as we could possibly desire. I mean, Shining Eye, I will try to be a little bit sneaky with here. In fact, if I tell you to retreat and then tell you to attack, that does the trick nicely. I guess I don't have to go down this stairwell. We do have another staircase just to our right here, but didn't seem too much worse for wear, so we'll just head right back into the thick of things here. And that should be wonderful.